This is a close-up of the root system of the roses and mustard greens in my garden. These bright, white, plump, fibrous roots have grown by an additional 2 to 3 inches in less than a week. The special thing is that I didn't spend a single penny on chemical rooting hormones. The secret lies right in the kitchen scrap basket: dry onion skins. Most people throw away onion and garlic skins after cooking because they think they are worthless. But from a plant science perspective, the dry paper skin contains an extremely high amount of quercetin, a powerful antioxidant flavonoid compound. This substance is not a direct rooting hormone. Instead, it acts as a guardian, preventing the natural oxidation of auxin, the endogenous rooting hormone already present inside the plant. Thanks to the protection of quercetin, the amount of endogenous auxin is accumulated to the maximum, helping fibrous roots burst out rapidly. In addition, onion skins provide organic potassium to support sturdy cell walls, along with B-complex vitamins that help reduce stress for plants when the weather changes suddenly. Today, we will dive deep into the standard brewing technique, 2 unique application tips, and the fatal mistakes to avoid that can cause plants to wither. Standard onion skin tea brewing method. To ensure that the quercetin and vitamins are not denatured, we must follow a brewing process with precise parameters, rather than just throwing them into a pot and boiling them randomly. Preparation: 2 ounces of dry onion skins, red or yellow onions are both fine, and 32 fluid ounces of clean water, about 4 cups. Place the onion skins into a small pot and pour water in to completely submerge the surface. Temperature control. Turn on the stove and keep the flame very low to maintain a stable water temperature at 200 degrees Fahrenheit. Why not let it boil vigorously at 212 degrees Fahrenheit? At 200 degrees Fahrenheit, the water only simmers with tiny bubbles, helping to best dissolve organic compounds and keep the B-complex vitamins intact, which are very sensitive to prolonged high heat. Time: simmer gently for exactly 15 minutes. The water will turn into a deep amber red color and emit a distinctive, mildly pungent aroma. After 15 minutes, turn off the stove immediately and let it cool down completely to room temperature. Filtering the concentrate. Use a strainer to remove the onion skin debris, keeping only the pure concentrated liquid. Divide this water equally into 2 parts, about 16 fluid ounces each, to perform the 2 tips below. Tip 1. Frozen onion skin. Tea cubes for busy people. This tip is designed for those who are busy and don't have the time to set up the stove and measure ingredients every time they want to water plants. The method is very simple. Take 16 fluid ounces of the onion skin tea concentrate and pour it into a clean ice cube tray. Choose a standard-sized tray so that each filled slot equals about 1 fluid ounce of the concentrate. Then, place the tray in the freezer until completely frozen. In terms of storage, dropping the temperature abruptly below 32 degrees Fahrenheit is an excellent method of biological preservation. In the frozen state, the antioxidants and vitamins will temporarily pause their decomposition process caused by exposure to the air. These cubes can be safely stored in the freezer for up to 3 months. Every time you tend to your garden, just take out 1 or 2 cubes depending on your needs, without having to repeat the time-consuming brewing process. Tip 2. Onion skin plus aloe vera. Mixture for cuttings. This is an organic solution that effectively supports propagation and taking cuttings of plants like roses or apricots. We will make our own moisture-retaining and rooting mixture from onion skins and aloe vera. How to do it? Take the remaining 16 fluid ounces of concentrate. Prepare a large, fresh aloe vera leaf. Peel off the green skin and blend the inner flesh to get about 1 ounce of thick gel. Pour the aloe vera gel into the onion skin tea and stir well until the two solutions blend completely into a light pink gel. When taking a cutting, the cut is highly susceptible to mold attacks, which cause stem rot. Aloe vera gel contains aloin and natural salicylic acid, which have mild antibacterial properties and soothe wounds. When mixed with onion skins, the aloe vera gel acts as a continuous moisture retainer for the callus, helping the active compounds from the onion skins adhere longer to the base, creating the ideal conditions for the cutting's endogenous auxin to activate the rooting process. Fatal mistakes to avoid when making and using. I have witnessed many cases where plants stalled in growth or suffered from root rot after using onion skin tea due to the following mistakes. Mistake 1. Using moldy onion skins or pieces containing fresh onion flesh. Moldy onion skins contain many harmful fungal spores, which, when watered into the soil, spread pathogens that attack young roots. Meanwhile, fresh onion flesh contains high amounts of sugar and sulfur. When soaked in water, it rots, creating a foul odor, attracting insects, and changing the soil pH. You must only use the dry, clean outer paper layers. Mistake 2. Boiling with too much heat for too long. Prolonged boiling temperatures will break down the molecular bonds of B-complex vitamins and reduce the activity of organic compounds. As a result, you only end up with a dark brown liquid that has lost most of its efficacy. Always keep the heat low at 200 degrees Fahrenheit. Mistake 3. Watering with highly concentrated onion skin tea directly onto plants. Even though it is organic, watering a concentrated solution with a high level of dissolved solids abruptly into the soil will affect the ability of young roots to absorb water, causing root burn or leaf wilting. Natural extracts must be diluted to the proper ratio for the soil to absorb them gradually. Mistake 4. Watering at night or during the midday sun. Watering at night increases soil moisture without sunlight to evaporate the water, easily leading to root-harming fungi. Conversely, watering during the intense midday sun causes thermal shock and rapidly evaporates organic compounds before the roots can absorb them. Practical Application Guide. Application of Tip 1. Root watering for plants. Prepare a watering can with 0.5 gallons of warm water, about 64 fluid ounces. Take exactly 1 frozen tea cube, 1 fluid ounce, and drop it directly into the can, stirring gently until completely dissolved. This 1:64 dilution ratio is the golden ratio, ensuring enough active compounds are provided to support root growth without abruptly changing the soil environment. Timing. Water in the early morning, 6 a.m. to 7 a.m., or in the cool evening, 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. Water evenly around the base once a week to support stable plant growth. Application of Tip 2. Supporting cuttings. Select healthy cuttings and use sharp, sanitized pruners to make a 45-degree cut at the base. Dip the base of the cutting directly into the onion skin aloe vera mixture, holding it there for about 10 seconds to allow the cutting to adhere a moisture-retaining and antibacterial layer of gel. Afterward, pull the cutting out and stick it immediately into a clean, loose, well-draining soil medium. Conclusion. As you can see, the journey of sustainable organic gardening is actually neither too complicated nor expensive. It begins with a shift in our mindset regarding things considered daily waste. Transforming a handful of dry onion skins into convenient rooting cubes or miraculous propagation gel is the clearest proof of smart gardening. Saving costs, protecting the health of yourself and your family, and contributing to reducing organic waste in the environment. However, As I have analyzed thoroughly, the efficacy depends entirely on your meticulousness and strict adherence to the correct techniques. Just a bit of negligence, such as choosing moldy onion skins, boiling with too much heat, or being too lazy to dilute and watering directly, and you will pay the price with the very lives of the green plants in your garden. Always remember the notes on the temperature parameter of 200 degrees Fahrenheit, the 1:64 dilution ratio, and watering in the early morning or cool evening to always achieve the best results. If you find the scientific knowledge and practical experiences I shared in today's video truly helpful for your gardening work, do not hesitate to give this video a like. Your support is the greatest motivation for me to continue researching, synthesizing, and sharing more unique zero-cost organic gardening tips in the future. Please click the subscribe button for the channel and turn on the small notification bell next to it so you do not miss any of our upcoming broadcasts. If you have any questions during the process of brewing onion skin tea, or want to share your garden's rooting results, after applying this tip, feel free to leave a comment below. I will read and answer each and every one. Wish all of your gardens always stay green and lush, with long, loose roots and overflowing with flowers and fruits. Goodbye, and see you again in the next technical videos.